Nigerian society, now one of the most, if not the most docile society, why I don't say politically. Nigerian society now one of the most, would I say careless, politically careless society, why I don't see. I did watch the news, Arise News the other day. I see, what they call on the Minister of Works, say Rufai, they ask him, say, what be the cost of the road, where did they construct, on a coastal road, what did they call them, per kilometer. The governor, they say, he no go tell Rufai, say, Rufai no know anything. Rufai no know anything, so he no go tell him. And on top of the thing, they say, oh, I be professor of engineering. Oga, as a professor of engineering, you suppose know, say, you be public servant. And as a public servant, anybody, not just Rufai, any Nigerian get right to enter that on our office, Ministry of Works. Ask on and say, how much be the cost of any work one that they do? And I go provide the answer. You suppose know that one. Make I tell you, when you were governor, you were one of the people where people, they say, this man finally say Nigeria don't get one governor where be human being. At the end of the day, since you were appointed Minister of Works, your show has been the worst I've seen. Your conduct has been the worst I have seen. You know, but this one of the last time was the worst among all your show, among all the things where they talk when they interview you. I don't understand the audacity and the arrogance where these our politicians get. Works David Umahi, you are a civil servant and you're supposed to provide that information as they ask you. Even if you don't know, everybody knows that the construction of road can be different price at different stage. But you don't get estimated cost. You should have provided the estimated cost of the road per kilometer. Yeah, the construction can change at some point. The price can either go up or go down in a normal country. Nigeria, things they go down, we know. But the price can change. But you have an estimated price you should have provided. You don't provide them. You are the one who is supposed to apologize to Nigerians. And then I see a video, they say, group of Nigerians, I don't know wherever they come from. They say, make Rufai apologize to you. Rufai owe you no apology. I don't know who, just they see Rufai for TV. But you owe you any apology. So does any Nigerian owe you any apology. Nobody owe you anything. You are the one who owe us apology for that showmanship. That was a shameful showmanship. And all of the way they talk, carry placard, they talk nonsense, say Rufai should apologize, he must apologize. You guys should be ashamed of yourself. You guys should be very much ashamed of yourself as Nigerians. A public servant came to national TV and they asked a question about the work when they do. Not be like saying just they pass for road, somebody call and say, oh yeah, enter, we'll ask you a question. Or they just ask you a question on the road. You were invited to the station. You knew that you were coming there. Even, I don't know who invited you, whether you invite yourself or they invited you. You be the minister, so you are the chief project manager of that job. Under no account or no circumstance would you say, I'm not going to talk, Rufai no know anything. Oga, that showmanship is a shameful one. Oga David Umahi. And Rufai no owe you any type of apology. You owe Nigerian apology. And the only reason why you are the people, they talk down nonsense, or you, they talk, because you still get job. Because in a normal country, in a normal place, Oga David Umahi waiting for the wait for you when you reach office, na sack letter. And hence, that goes the reason why somebody go say, why some people don't like a Tinubu government, why some people say the Tinubu government no get ahead. Not because of people like you. Yes, that's why people like myself don't see any hope in Tinubu's government. Any government that allows somebody like you to continue after the showmanship of the other day, that government will not get hope for them. There's no hope in it. If not, waiting is supposed to wait for you in a resignation. And whereby that resignation will wait for you, I expect that you go come back to TV or even tell people, say, oh, Nigerians, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to, because this thing is taxpayers' money. They take the build them. Even if you think people borrow the money from China, you borrow it from anywhere. If you finish the road, eventually you go tow the road. That's how you guys do whenever you build a road like that. You know? We're not even talking about the fact of whether we need the road or we don't need. There's a minister where you be, when if you advise your president, say, there are more important roads to build in the country. We go serve the people than the one we they build. He say you be professor by engineer, by experience. You know? We know to talk about all those one first. Now the fact say you come out to national TV to tell people say you don't know, not that you even don't know, go tell Rufai or whatever, say the cost of the road per kilometer. This is very shameful. It's a very, very shameful show out. In fact, it's your worst performance ever. And I said it again, the only reason why, they even talk about apology, and the only reason why anybody will mention that kind of nonsense is because we live in a society that celebrates mediocrity over performance. We celebrate people when they do anything, people when they perform 30% of their duties. Then they jump up, they celebrate you guys. If it's in a normal society, I say it again, Oga David Umahi, you won't have a job by now. Because after you finish that stuff, they reach there, now resignate, that sack letter supposed to wait for you. But the president, look at the kind of people they take work. This is the problem. That's why I tell people, since 1990, I started following election. Obasanjo government has been the best up to date. Yes. Look at what Buhari did with the docile approach as well. Careless approach, and what they do, saying he set the government back set the country back 20, 30 years behind within rubbish administration. At the end of the day, under his nose, MFLS stole the billions of dollars that is enough to build at least 10 full trauma center hospitals across the country where they save people life. $4 billion, now beans. That money is enough to build standard hospital that can meet any standard across the world for 10 of it in the country. That's what one person stole because of the type of administration. And Tinubu don't come with the same thing again. So what hope do we have? Because if a society don't pay attention to what they happen, Nigerians by now suppose I suppose don't hear a lot of people, prominent Nigerians, coming out to condemn this kind of stupid showmanship. And then we are there painting stuff. Everybody, are we going to run away from you people? Or God David Umahi, no be your money till they do the road. You're doing the road with taxpayers' money. I said it again. You are a civil servant. The moment Tinubu appointed you, you are a civil servant, just serving the people. So everyone get right to ask you that question. Where be Nigeria? And I go provide the answer. Okay. What an audacity did our Nigerian politicians get? On audacity, they happen anywhere for the world. The kind of audacity Nigerian politicians get, I never see them before. And this is because of the docile society what will be. We allow you people do whatever you want. And they'll not get mouth to even come talk about, say apology. Apologize for what? For who? You owe Nigerian apology. Not Rufai. Rufai owe you nothing. And all those people, I say it again, we be say they say, Rufai go apologize, say insult. Or God, make gonna go sit down. All of us should be ashamed of yourself. You people are gonna go to job, put on a inside one room, lock on her. Because you guys should be ashamed of yourselves as Nigerians. That is why I say this is why most of people say, no, Tinubu government, we don't get hope. We see nothing progress happening there. Because of God Tinubu, these people are your staff. Unlike the governors where they talk, say, make people go meet, make they talk to governor. Yeah. The governor on the one side, no be your staff. You no get constitutional power to control them. What about the ministers who be appointee? They are the ones performing the federal jobs across the country, whether not road construction or whatever. The federal projects, they are your ministers administering those jobs. They are the chief project officers. And one of your ministers made this kind of public disgraceful statement. And what we expect is a sack letter for that kind of person. Or since he come and no say he's supposed to apologize to the people for such a showmanship, he's still there in your office. So that's why the administration will not know where they go. We don't even know. We don't get any hope, to be frank with you. People like me have no hope in your administration. And we can't wait to see the administration make it finish. Because there's nothing. Even if you win again, we don't get any hope. Whether you did there now to the next 20. No, I don't see anything. If these are the kind of people you they work with. Why I mention Obasanjo government, we say, Obasanjo assembled the best people in Nigeria during his tenure. Whether it be Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Efik, Ibibio, he found the best around the world to work with. That's why anything where anybody gets to talk about Obasanjo government was third-time agenda. Apart from that, he used the best people to work and sacked people that needed to be sacked. Oga Tinubu, if you want this your government to be anything to write home about, the people like David Umahi is not supposed to be in your government. And other people like him. Other people like him. When a person display this kind of mediocrity, this kind of nonsense arrogance over the public way it's supposed to serve, what is supposed to meet them immediately in a sack letter. I don't care where it come from, whether it be Igbo, whether it be Hausa or be Yoruba, that person should meet with a sack letter. If you ever want anything to come out of this, your government, there's a lot of chaos in the system already. Chaos in your administration. Nothing, the people on the grassroots. You can see, they review you. What's it be their name? Now, United Nations or whatever their name be, where you send you a review recently. 139 million of your citizens don't fall into poverty. They live in poverty. Or waiting your administration to come out to say they're wrong. No, they know they're wrong. In fact, I think the number is more than 139 million. They pity you now. Please, you guys have to wake up. Oga David Umahi once more, if you know one work, please leave the office, make people won't work. Again, Rufai Oseni apology. I hope Nigerian society wake up from their sleep, stop being docile politically and wake up. We have to wake up and, make sure that this kind of nonsense, rascality not going to happen for the system. A sitting minister, people's civil servant, they say, go talk. What? Oga, you are proud. That's an audacious way to talk to the people where you deserve. You're supposed to provide that information. I tell you again, you owe Nigeria an apology, not the other way around. And Oga Tinubu, do something. Do something. You can still change it. The government just started 2 years ago. Do something. Shuffle the cabinet. Remove the people who don't want work. If you actually want a change, except you just come to fulfill the agenda, say you don't be president. But if really you want to change, people go do the work, not be you. And since you cannot control governors, the ones where you dey under your control, like the ministers, use the right people. Stop all this nepotism, tribalism, and all this religionism and nonsense where they kill our country. If not, we're not to go anywhere. And the last mention of David Umahi, we no owe you an explanation. Rufai no owe you anything. You owe Nigeria an explanation. You owe us explanation. Anytime we ask him, you go talk him. You will say it. And you owe us an apology for that showmanship, that disgraceful showmanship of yours. We think say you be better person before you be governor, but what we see now is the worst of you. I beg, bye guys. I couldn't sleep all night since I watched this video. The kind of things where they happen for Nigeria, I never see them. They happen anywhere for this world. Bye guys, I beg.